Thank you all. I love gadgets. I'm a tech enthusiast, I'm a gamer and a nerd, but I love being in activity. So, what's the ultimate gadget I could possibly have? Well, a simulator. So 3 years ago, we set out to build the most awesome simulator you could possibly imagine. But before we get there, who enjoys cycling? That's good. Now, who enjoys indoor cycling? Wrong. Nobody enjoys indoor cycling. Because indoor cycling, indoor exercise is boring. It's not nearly as fun and motivational as it could be and should be. And that's a shame because we, in general, are spending less time in activity. Physical inactivity is thought to be responsible for 1.9 million deaths worldwide. So what is causing us to be less in activity? What's the time thieves? What are we spending all our time on? Well, I remember growing up, I used to play in the woods, throwing sticks and rocks around, wrapping a t-shirt around my head, pretending that I was a Ninja Turtle. Then, confirmation happened. Suddenly, I felt rich, had all the money in the world in my pocket. And what's the first thing I went out to buy? Well, of course, a PlayStation. PlayStation led me to buy a computer, which then led me to buy a mobile phone. Then I switched to Mac. Now I have a Mac, PlayStation 4, and a smartphone, and then social media happened. So ladies and gentlemen, technology is the thief that's stealing all our time. Every second, the internet gets 7 new users. So when you go home tonight, 600,000 people has been introduced to the World Wide Web. 6 hours. That's the average time we spend every single day being online. And that's not even counting all the time you spend watching TV. So of course, to make up for all the time we now spend online, we spend hundreds of dollars a year subscribing to gyms, buying calorie counters, watches, activity trackers, just because we feel bad about ourselves being less in activity, more online, reading about how little activity we do and how much activity we should do. So, of course, you can look at myself as an example. I've been a support gym member for the past 3 years, and I guess I don't have to explain what this is. But you can look at an issue from different perspectives. We can look at technology as the problem, but it's also the opportunity. Future is always coming, and it's not like we're going to spend less time online, nor are we going to have fewer gadgets. So we thought, why don't we go out, build the most incredible gadget that you could ever find, so that when you're actually spending all your time online, you can have fun, you can be social, and you can be in activity. So that's what we did. We started 3 years ago with an empty office that we quickly filled with all kinds of free things that we could collect from online marketplaces. And you have to be creative, and it's amazing what people give away if you just beg enough. We even got ourselves a nice little barbecue there that we later sold for a profit. And our goal then, and our goal now, is to build the best indoor exercise experience possible by making everything more fun, more realistic. We're bringing the outdoor in. Especially, we looked toward what the Nintendo Wii did with the gaming industry a couple of years ago. Who would have thought that you could gather the family on a Saturday night to play video games? So we wanted to bring that to a whole new level and bring gaming to the exercise industry. And that's what we did. So our first gadget that we were working on is this beauty. It's a biking simulator, and it makes up half of the experience. And the way we do it is that we take known components from several different industries, and we put them together in a whole new way. So the bike will move up and down, and it's also tilting sideways, meaning you have to actually use the handlebar to control the bike, just like you do with your outdoor bike. Then, of course, you can use both brakes, you can use gears to control and adjust. And once you go uphill, you'll feel the resistance increasing. And then we had the hardware, so we also needed the last 50% of the experience, which was the gaming environment, what you see on the screen. And it's, as they say, this is where the magic happens. So we went searching for the best biking game we could find on the internet. And that is how we came across Andre. Now, Andre was living deep, deep in a forest in the middle of nowhere in Russia. And after 3 months of constantly trying to reach him, he finally replied to us. We managed to get him on a plane to Oslo, and that was a challenge. He had never been on a plane before, nor did he speak English or Norwegian. So we communicated through body language. So after a little bit of convincing and a little bit of that, he started working with us the next day. And 9 months later, he represented the company at the world's biggest technology scene in Las Vegas at the Consumer Electronics Show. Now, what was cool about that experience was that we went to Las Vegas. We didn't know what to expect. We didn't have any expectations. We just wanted to show off our bike. We wanted to hopefully get some good feedback. So we went there, we showed our bike, and we ended up having queues from morning until night. And then once the exhibition closed, we had queues for another hour because all the other exhibitors wanted to try. So this is the amazing experience that you get from it. And like Andre, we think of ourselves as dream builders because we can basically build whatever we want. So we build our dreams and then we go racing them. All our different worlds are built as open sandboxes, meaning that you can basically go wherever you want. We can build real-world scenarios. Like here you can see Fifth Avenue in New York. This is a picture from Google Maps. This is our animation of it. So it's quite remarkable. Here you can see them both together. And we have the real aspect, and we can build fantasy worlds. And with fantasy, it's just your own imagination that is the limitation. Now, our future goal is, of course, to open this platform up for all dream builders out there, so that each and any one of you can build and take part in your and others' dreams. And then, of course, we have the VR, the virtual reality aspect of it. Now, for those of you who don't know, virtual reality is basically putting on the virtual reality glasses and you suddenly get immersed into this whole beautiful environment and you're feeling that you're actually there, living it, seeing it. Now, let's be honest, you cannot build a simulator without even trying to see what it's like to race with a VR glasses on. And that's exactly what we did. So what you see now is one of our first prototypes. And this is the first time we ever demoed with the glasses.
Fy faen, jeg blir så jævlig dårlig av dette Fy faen! Shit, ass!
Yeah, so it's really that fun. You should just be excited about it. It's so much fun. So now we do this as part of our development because we want to see how far we can take and go with our technology, how much to the extreme we can go. Because with our technology, you can bike and compete against whoever, whenever, wherever. So if you and I had each our bikes at home, we could race each other from our living rooms. And that makes it even more interesting, because the potential for this technology is so much bigger than we can imagine. And it can impact on so many different industries. Just imagine your kids sitting on bikes, learning traffic rules simply by biking through the streets. Imagine you went to Italy 20 years ago and you want to relive the trip you had. Sit on a bike, go for a walk. Imagine you're going to Italy in a couple of weeks' time and you want to do a guided tour just to see what you can expect. Well, sit on a bike. Imagine your kids sitting on bikes, cycling around, solving math puzzles, learning geography, learning history, simply by having fun and being social with their friends. Imagine going to the moon. All this is going to be possible with the technology, and you're going to have fun, and you're going to be in activity. So to turn things around, instead of you hoping that the fun will be the hidden benefit of your workout, the hidden benefit of you having fun is that you actually work out. So we're simply adapting to the future by giving you the tools you need to have fun, to enjoy, forgetting that you're exercising and being in activity. So since I'm first here, I really want to do a little bit of a live experiment. So do I have any volunteers in the audience? You want to come up? What's your name?
I'm Karen.
Karen? Okay, Karen, please go to my friend up there on stage. You can go here, I think. All right. So while Karen goes up there, what she doesn't know now is that we are going to put her on top of that. Now, hopefully, and if she manages, let's see, she'll end up down here. Now, remember, this is the most hardcore, this is the most extreme experience we have, so it's not many people that manage to do it, but what you'll now see on the screen will be the exact same thing as Karen sees. With that, I would like to thank you for your time. I hope you all enjoyed. And I hope you're as excited as I am that we're finally about to bring indoor exercise back to life. Thank you all for your time.